Good morning and welcome back to a very wet and now very cold Norway. 6 degrees last night, currently 11 daytime temperatures, so it's getting chilly, isn't it?
It was actually quite chilly out on the walk through AJ this morning. That's the first, to be fair.
We're making our way east to escape a 2-week torrential downpour that has started. We've just done 3 or 4 days of it and we've had enough, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
So we're heading east, and today is the day I've been dreading. We're about to embark upon going underneath the longest road tunnel in the world. How long is it?
It is over 15 miles, 24.5 km. There are over 1,200 road tunnels in Norway, and there are more open up every year as they improve their road system.
As much as I don't like driving underneath them, I've got to admit they are saving us so much money on fuel, because instead of going over the mountains, we're going straight under them. So it is definitely cost effective and much better for the van. However, if you're scared of tunnels like me, it is not fun.
But for me, who don't like going over mountains, it's a winner.
And I have made Emily drive over many a mountain pass in our time, so it's only fair that I face my fears and drive under this horrendous tunnel that could crack and fall on us at any given moment.
Whatever, we're going through it. Already, as we're moving east, the weather is brightening up, which is a good thing for me and AJ. No one cares about Louise and summer, because we can get out of the van on a lot longer walks and hikes.
The way you said that, you said no one cares about Louise and summer. People care about summer.
No, I care about summer, just Louise. Obviously summer, because she likes to be outside.
So that's it, we're in it already. It took us by surprise. I wasn't expecting, you told me it was ages away.
That's because that's what I thought.
It's very dark and very noisy, so we won't film too much because I don't know if your ears can take it, but yeah, it's here we go. So the tunnel has mood lighting to help you through it, although it's not helping me at all. It's just a bright light that just hits you in the face.
Well, it's very short bursts on it so far, so...
Also, there's these little tunnel markers that tell you how far you've done and how far you've got left to go. And when you've just got in the tunnel, they're not helpful, because it says like 3 kilometres done, 21 kilometres left to go.
Oh, I'm glad you can count and like do maths.
Can do maths, basic maths. 16 kilometres to go, 16 kilometres. AJ's not a big fan of the tunnels either. My big fear is, like, we're coming up to the middle now, so even if we survive the crash, if it like crushes, it's going to take them weeks to get to us.
On a different note, it's not very impressive like I thought it would be.
See, it's just a long tunnel, we should have gone over the top.
Yeah. I'm actually in agreement with them on this one.
Yes. And I've got that on camera.
I know. You better save that, because it won't happen again.
You heard that first, people. I was right.
No, I said I agree with you, not that you was right.
It's the same thing.
No,
This is the same thing. AJ obviously picks up on our mood, so yes. I'm trying my best not to be panicking now. 13 to go. 13 to go. We're nearly halfway.
Oh, we're getting some more mood lighting.
I don't really understand what this mood lighting is supposed to do.
It's too short.
Halfway, Boosty Matoast. Halfway, buddy.
Halfway.
1 kilometre to go, mate. 1 kilometre to go. Come on. I can almost see the light. I can feel the air.
You can smell it, can you?
I can smell the air.
Smell it, can you?
No, we had a roast yesterday. All I can smell is you and your stuffing parts.
They are bad.
Here's the light, here's the light, here's the light. Come on. Longest tunnel in the world. Completed it, mate. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Oh, let's find that.
Horrendous, absolutely horrendous. I won't be doing it again. I'm pretty sure I broke the speed limit under there, because it's 80 kilometres an hour, which is about 50 miles an hour, and when you're panicking you just want to go faster.
As tunnels go, it was pretty underwhelming actually.
When have you ever been a good one?
Anyway, leave me alone, I'm trying to give you some information. So it took us, you've screwed me over now. So it took us 17 minutes to go through, and there was only 3 sections with mood lighting, and it is just a straight tunnel. In the mood lighting parts, by all accounts, you can pull over and stop, and there were bins there, so that was pretty cool. But apart from that, unless you want to save time, save a bit of fuel, maybe go over the mountains.
And remember, I was right.
In agreement, in agreement. Anyway, next stop.
So we've brought you to a church, but it's not just any church. You're very excited about this church.
I am. It is a stave church, and this is very impressive.
You see them signs quite a lot in the tourist spots in Norway, so apologies. No drone. It's a no drone zone. I'd fly it, but this one, you know what she's like with the rules.
You can't break the rules, they are there for a reason, Louise. Behind me here is a stave church. It comes from the Christian era. No, it's a Christian church, and it's only one of 28 left of the original 1,000 of them. And I'm going to take you inside because I've got my little sticker and paid my £8. Louise is not, because we're a little bit cheap.
Also, as a rule, the church and me have never really got on. They're not a big fan of me, are they, the church? So yeah, Emily's going to show you around.
It is extremely dark inside there and actually rather small, but there is like an outer shell that protects the main building, so all of this here protects the inner church. And a little thing that I read was that up until the 19th century, people were buried under the floor, and it was only because of the smell that they banned it. I bet you that was really smelly actually. But as churches go, this is quite impressive. One other thing that I noticed on the outside is that it's like that burnt type of wood. It's really weird and random actually. I don't believe that they're all like this from the pictures that I've seen, but this one is a pretty cool one.
Here she comes in, the Geek Squad. How was it?
It was good. It's quite small inside, but I had my little handy pamphlet which helped me out, so yeah, I liked it.
I know I didn't pay for a ticket, but I should imagine they charge for the ticket because a building like this, the upkeep and the maintenance of keeping that running, and they've got a very short tourist season to fund it. So
yes, and I hope I've done it justice and shown you what the woodwork actually looks like close up, because it is something special.
Emily loves a bit of wood. I have to get at least one of vlogging or we get complaints.
Right, just back to the van and off to a hike.
Just on our way back to the van, and we can see his AJ's little white head peeping. He's very much looking forward to this hike. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. No idea what it is. We'll see. Right, let's go hiking.
It's pretty cool, right?
It is cool. Busy. Busy. So we are just packing a bag to go on a hike. The hike looks a good one. I've got the drone, all the essentials. And we want to introduce you to a new sponsor here on the channel, which I'm really excited about because it's really cool. And that is Air Up. Now, I know what you're all thinking. What the hell is Air Up? And basically, it's a bottle that just gives flavour to pure water.
That's mental, right?
And Emily is going to tell you the science behind it. But she's going to give you some information.
Now, we all know I do have a little bit of a sugar addiction, and that does extend to my drinks. But with this, all you need to do is fill up with pure water. Pop in your straw, pick your favourite flavour, and pop your pod on.
So basically how it works is when you suck up through the straw, it creates like a slipstream, and what that's doing is it transports the water from the bottle and the smell for the scent from the pod through your nose, and then retronasally, which is a massive long word we've all learned today, you can taste the smell, so to speak. So a bit like when you go to the fishmongers and you walk in and the smell hits the back of your throat and you can taste it. 80% of what we taste is actually done through our scent, so to speak, isn't it, what we smell?
It is, it's crazy. And the way that it works is that you just pop the pod up, have a drink, pop the pod back down, and then pop the lid on.
So there's a lot of popping.
It is, you can pop all over the place.
Emily is particularly impressed with the colour of your bottle, aren't you?
I am. Look, I've gone for like a really cool colour.
And the pods, there's so many different flavours. So we've got strawberry, pineapple, cola, and they all taste pretty good, don't they?
Yeah, they do. We've tried a lot.
It's not overbearing, so don't expect it to be massively flavoursome, but it does just add some flavour to something which tastes of nothing generally. Each pod does about 5 litres of water, which is about 8 refills, and it is better for the environment than continually buying plastic bottles. So they're not 100% recyclable yet, mostly recyclable, but obviously the bottle's reusable, so definitely much better for the environment. Yes, you know we've bagged you a discount code, so if you want to get 10% off, I'll put all the details in the video description. The code is on screen now, and it is only available for a certain amount of dates. I think it's about a week you've got to get these things, so I'll put those on the screen now. So yeah, check out the link in the description, and we're going hiking.
Let's do it. Come on, Ruth.
Ready, mate? Oh, you've been waiting for this, haven't you? We're about to embark upon a hike to see some old road. Apparently you can do it from both sides, from the church and from this side. We've come round the other side of the mountain, so to speak. The church side is quite an easy, steady climb. This side is a very steep climb. Obviously I've done something wrong in a past life because Emily wants to start from this side. Show us your fanny pack then. Look at that! That looks like you're substituting for something you haven't got.
Oh, shut up. AJ's water, poo bags, some treats and a phone.
You had your head in the grass, Roost. Been poking your nose into things again. So this hiking route we're on is the original, or the second road before the main road was built, and the hiking trail follows the old road. It looks really cool, but it does go over the mountain. It's steep.
It's a slight incline.
Slight incline. They ditched this road twice, and once Dynamite came along they could build a new road because this road was a failure twice because it was too steep to get over the mountain. Originally it was a 1 to 5 gradient, so no, 1 to 4 gradient. I'm assuming that's 25%. They then added an extra bend to make it a 1 to 4 gradient. No, 1 to 5 gradient. Ah, there's the lack of oxygen up here, I tell you. 1 to 5 gradient, which, no. Yeah, 1 to 5 gradient, which I'm assuming is 20%. Shall I just do that bit again?
I feel that the fun fact should be left to the fun fact police, not some imposter.
Well, when I was looking at the hike, she was too busy on TikTok to get interested in their fun facts, so I've had to collect them all. Yes, she was.
I was answering comments.
Emily does her absolute best to answer as many of your comments as she possibly can. Show her some love, give her some thumbs up for all the effort she puts in to answering your cheeky comments. And they are cheeky, aren't they?
They are, but I love them. I love reading all of them.
Except for Peaky Blinder and Paul Smart, because they're always a bit on the cusp.
But we love you for it.
So this road was originally built for horses and carts. Now it's steep for me going up, so you imagine if you're a horse trying to tow a cart up. That is one hell of a hill for a horse. So normally for a shot like that, I would place the tripod, walk down the hill, walk back up and walk up it with Emily, but it is that steep, I can't be bothered, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it to myself, because she don't wait for me, see, then I have to run back, get the camera, run back up the hill.
Stop your whinging and let's carry on.
So if it's such a timid incline, shall I go back and get the van and bring that up?
You're not funny, are you?
Why, because it's too steep?
Because it's not a driving road.
All roads are driving roads until you get stuck. That's Emily, that little dot there. Honestly, if I just stayed here, she'd charge up to the top and not even know I was missing. That's your one. That's the only one you're getting. Make do with that. It's steep. Nothing's gonna slow us down as long as we fall. So the fun fact administrator has gone, obviously gone left, but can't even see her now. But it's quite the engineering marvel when you think about it. I think this stage of the road was built in 18, I'll put the dates on the screen. It was first built in the 17 something, again date on the screen. The second part was, it was reinforced and built up with the walls in the 1800s. It weren't until 1872 that Dynamite came along and they could blast the road down the bottom. So when you think about it, really with the tools they had and the methods they had available, it's quite a feat of engineering. Still f***ing steep though. If you listen really, really carefully, you can hear Emily practicing her fun facts up there. Little does she know, I've already smashed it.
Oh, that's not nice, I can hear you.
I've done all the dates and shit.
You've stolen them all from me and you've given me the hardest one.
What's that? You got one more left to do? The most important one?
It is the most beautiful historic road in Norway today, and in 2017 the EU awarded it its highest cultural heritage honour, Europa Nostra.
Not Europa Nostril, which is how Emily's been remembering it. But it really is, it's hardly advertised, is it?
No, we literally just found this by driving past the church, so.
And it is a really cool hike. You can hike from this side where we're parked all the way over to the church, so you could do it as like a little half-day trip, but really, really cool, isn't it?
It is, and I just want to take this opportunity to say, the reason I can't talk properly, because a few of you have noticed.
Collagen.
It's not because of that. I've got aligners in where I'm trying to straighten my teeth. So that's why when Louise gives me fun facts like that to try and pronounce.
As vain as collagen. 3 of you suggested she's had collagen, which made me crease up.
Who's had braces? I'm pretty sure your gnashers went through it.
When I was 15, it don't count. You're doing this as a grown adult.
Yeah, because my mum didn't like the dentist.
There you go, 1793, this is when it was 1 to 4, so that was the original incline, and then they added the second bend, which you can't really see, it's just behind there, which gives you this new piece of road, which is the 1 to 5 incline in 1843. This is the most interesting fun facts we've ever given. I love this hike.
Excuse me?
You're not loving it?
I am loving the hike, but I'm pretty sure I've given some really good fun facts in the past, Louise.
Stay alive to prevent all the chaos, but happiness can't wait. And maybe it all would go clear if we knew how to act for each other's sake.
So that's us pretty much done for today. We're going to run. Well, not run, because little legs, your legs will get so fast, they'll be like a cartoon where they just spin really, really round and you zoom down the hill.
I'm not very good at going, I'm good at going up hills, but going back down, I'm not very good at all.
But we are going to sign off for the day and get back down that hill quickly, because we may have escaped the rain, but we found the mosquitoes.
It's like one thing after the other, but it doesn't matter because we've been able to get out the van today, so it's been nice, right?
Yeah, and AJ's had a nice long walk, so he's happy. But Norway in the summer is tough for many reasons. Worth it, but tough. And on that note, we'll see you tomorrow, when who knows what we're doing tomorrow. Do you know what we're doing tomorrow?
No idea.
No idea, so find out tomorrow. Them little legs ain't so quick now, are they? Someone's got to go back and get a camera, because you ain't going to bloody do it, are you? Good morning. So we're getting on the road quite early today. Chilly one last night. Diesel heater was in play, wasn't it?
It was indeed. It's good to give it a bit of a flush through.
A blow through.
That's it.
Right, anyway, what are you doing?
Looking for a supermarket.
So Emily's just route planning. We've got, it's a day off today, and we've got a very, in my opinion, a very boring day. Emily's very excited because we're going to do our first proper shop. We also need to find a laundrette and get some water. So we're going to take you along anyway and see if we can find something else interesting on the way. If not, I'm sorry, it's just going to be Emily shopping and some filling up of water.
And maybe restocking the snack cupboard.
Which isn't yet fully empty.
Right, no, don't start. No, you're on route 3.
We need the demisters.
Steps in. Don't hit his step.
I won't hit his step. Oh, I bet they were cold up there.
He didn't have those shoes on.
Proper adventurer, isn't he? So just have a look at this, the old stickler for the rules. Where is she? Breaking the rules, just been to the back, haven't you? Eh?
Because I'd left my sunglasses on the side, so I didn't want it to fall off.
And they're hardly needed today because it is pissing down again. So I don't know what you're thinking. In the comments, folks, you give her a new one. Rip her a new one in the comments. She deserves it. You don't break rules like that, Emily. The rules are there for a reason.
Louise! You're such a twat. That was a don't try this at home, folks moment, because I don't condone that type of behaviour, okay?
She's lying, she does it all the time. especially when she wants chocolate.
You're such a little grass.
As we're continuing east, that is where we're going, isn't it, east? As we're continuing east, we've come up and over this time rather than going under the tunnels, and it looks a lot like, what do you think it looks like?
It looks like Dartmoor.
It is a lot like Dartmoor. Really
Yeah.
pretty though, with all these cool little, I assume they're holiday huts that people use in the summer, but yeah, quite cool. Lots of good park ups up here, but as you can see, the weather is also a lot like Dartmoor, and it's misty, rainy, wet, windy, so we're going to keep going. So we was worried that by coming over the mountains to this side, the scenery wouldn't be as epic, and we were wrong. It's really cool, and there's something by the side of the road here Emily really wants to show you.
Now this is definitely a new one for me, and one I've definitely not seen before. Let me know if you've seen anything like this before as well, because as soon as we drove past it I was like, that is so cool, you need to stop. Who has ever seen a house, obviously not being used anymore, with trees, full-blown trees grown out of it? That's so cool. I don't know why I like it so much, but come on. They've even left the curtains in place. I wonder what it's like inside. I wonder whether there's still furniture and stuff like that in there. I'm gonna have a walk about the perimeter to see if I can see anything. No, you can't get too close to it. There's like stinging nettles and weeds and stuff like that in the way, but curtains are still there anyway. Oh, I suppose we best carry on, going shopping. Good little stop. I love things like this.
Oh, miles away. Stay there, stay there.
Everybody stay.
Honestly, travelling in a van with animals is lovely, but it's a right pain in the arse. All the simple jobs become quite difficult, don't they?
Yeah, definitely.
It's because they think something's happening. She thinks she's being fed, he thinks he's going out, and really all we're doing is emptying the flipping toilet.
Which, by the way, it's not my job, it's actually Louise's.
I don't know what she's talking about. So far, finding services in Norway has been ridiculously easy, probably the easiest country we've ever been to, but I'm not sure who funds it, because this is just like someone's private garage that it looks like, but I don't know, there's all the camper motorhome signs up there, so I don't know if they get some sort of subsidence from the government or what, but yeah, definitely the easiest country we've been to for finding services. Also, we've just seen diesel for 23 Norwegian kroner, which is
£1.90 in English money. That is crazy, that's cheaper than back home.
We've been told that currently it's £2 in the UK, so unbelievably in Scandinavia, in Norway of all places, fuel is cheaper. Unfortunately, we filled up yesterday at what, £2.07 roughly, wasn't it? So yeah, maybe it's cheaper on this side, we'll keep you posted, but yeah, as soon as I've got some space in my tank, I'm putting some in.
You're too right we are, I'm gutted it was full.
Right, should we find you a supermarket?
Yes.
Now this, good job fuel's got cheap, because this is going to be expensive.
Hey, you didn't know that.
You haven't topped up the snack cupboard for over 3 weeks. You go and go.
4 weeks.
You go and go crazy. Off she goes then, she's got her bag, she's excited.
Yes, let's get my shop on.
Left Emily in there all by herself. She is very much in her element. I'm going to sit in here with AJ because I reckon this is going to be, I don't know, at least a 2-hour shopping trip. So yeah, I'll take AJ for a little walk round, and then I might look to see if there's a park up round here, because I know we're supposed to keep going east and north eventually, but this looks too nice if I'm honest. Come on then, how much was it?
You don't want to know.
Is it that bad?
Definitely the most expensive one yet. It's all your treats, Louise.
Yeah, right. I'll be lucky if I've got a carrot.
It's all AJ's dog food.
Look at that, that is one replenished snack cupboard. And this is one happy Emily.
I am indeed, and I didn't lose my bet.
So she's point blank refusing to give me the tenner she owes me. That snack cupboard was not fully empty, there was a few bits left.
But it was bits like nuts and raisins and stuff. Like, that's not going to get eaten straight away. That was a big, large stock, and half of that's yours.
All of it's mine, she doesn't eat nuts and raisins.
I have. There's a lie.
One time.
Anyway, and the other stuff was biscuits, which I ration myself to, and I only have them on a Sunday. So I'm not going to scoff them down to refill it.
Anywho, I think she should pay me the tenner. She thinks she's done well enough. It's been, what, 3.5 weeks since you last topped up the snack cupboard? Let us know in the comments what you think. Should she pay me the money or not?
No.
If you want to know what Emily bought and how much our shopping was, don't panic. We're going to do a whole video on the cost of things here in Norway. We're getting a lot of questions about that. So you're going to do a whole cost breakdown, you know, of what you know, what the main staples cost, so that you know if you want to come to Norway what to expect.
And some little tips as well.
Oh, and some tips as well. And on that note, I think we're going to leave it there. I know this one's not been as action-packed as our previous Norway ones, but we might have to put you down for a couple of days just so we can cover some ground. We need to get north, don't we?
Yep, do a little bit of catching up.
Yeah, and we're on that note.
We will see you next time, and if you did enjoy this, do hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and ding that bell.
And we will see you somewhere in Norway in about, I don't know, 3 days' time.
Who knows?
See you later.
Bye.